Thank you, Ios. I do that at least once a week. Also, thank you. It's okay. You should be able to change that sort of thing on your Twitter settings too. It's I don't remember exactly where it is, but I think there's a way you can change it in their settings for it. Yes, big yay for Clockwork. Clockwork is doing good work. He's a good bean. I'm excited for him too. It's fun to see all my beans growing and stuff. Hmm? Clockwork's a roamer. Ooh. You got on your computer, Bean? Sweet. I'm glad you finally got a hold of it. Does it seem like it's working good? Start work, look over, put new toy, new computer. Mm-hmm. Solid state drives. Probably one of the most visible things. There will probably be a stream tomorrow too, because the next game night session is going to be on the Friday after this one. I was thinking, since Friday is usually sort of like a weird day for me, I'll probably try maybe Dark Souls. Also, there are some hidden commands in my bot too, Ios. Haha. No sound commands though. Probably not too hidden, but hey. I know there are some hidden. I looked a little bit. I couldn't have sound on though because work. Hi Mia, welcome. Welcome Mia Bean. Thank you for dropping by. How's things going for you today? How you feeling? Doing pretty good. See, I could tell something was going on, Ios, but I couldn't hear it, even with these big ol' ears. This pretty good so far, Mia. Hello, Alex. Welcome back. I'm happy tomorrow's Friday. Friday's a good day. The best day of the week. I kind of like Wednesdays too for some reason. Yeah? You and Aurai have something planned? Ooh. I've seen that game. I kind of like to play it sometime too. Though I know how everything goes now because I have watched it, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go around. Hmm? Hmm. I also need to fiddle with adding a noise gate and a filter to my mic. I'm not sure. I kind of like the clicky sounds. The clicky sounds make my brain happy. I'm not sure if I should leave it on for everyone else. Goblin brain, goblin brain like click clack. Click like ASMR does make me kind of happy. Not gonna lie. My stars roll nerd. Ah. No, please. Come on. Yeet. Nose itches. Oh. ASMR is the cool new thing, Spicer. Didn't you know that? For Mog, I would probably add a Moogle sound at the very least. He's a good bean. That's why I have a Moogle sound. Hey, Bendy, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the 100 bits, too. I appreciate you, Bean. It's going pretty well so far. Bandits are no match. Oh. Macaroni and the chicken? I like that one. Add that one. That's a good sound bit. You can visualize it. You can feel it in your brain. What are your secrets, Ios? I think I'm probably going to do that with a few of them, but I need to find actual more sounds that I like too. Because I'm pretty picky. Like I don't want to have the nice one, have ones that are nice or are attached to my folks in some way. Moogle sound from Mog. Stuff like that. But is that also attached to sound alerts? Ooh. I bet these are alive at some point. Streamlabs chatbot. Okay. Yeah, Spicer? You sure? Don't you? This used to be a ley line? Oh, that's fine. Hey, Clockwork, welcome. I don't know. I feel like those things are... They were at one point alive, I think. Maybe they just use upscaled models for the statues themselves. But that thing was caught mid-throw, and the spear doesn't look like it's a part of that thing. Maybe? And she had a scar on her cheek. Which could just be, you know, stylist, but hey. Hashtag I want to believe. It'd be cool. I can't wait for the Attack on Titan expansion for Outward. Fair enough. Thank you, Thiefy. I see you there in the background. Attack on Titan, Bendy. Okay. There are also faces like it back where the faces of the Ancient are. That lends more credence that it's probably just a stylization's choice. Yeah, Abersaur was like a C, wasn't it? I don't know if they would be willing to make a prequel, but imagine a DLC that lets you kind of travel back in time. An expansion, if you will, to use the arcane and ancient term. Thus the boats and stuff, right? And that boat that's in the middle of the Abersaur Desert is not a lake boat. That was a big boat. So it must have attached to a sea. Goodbye. Yep, that's a death scream. Outward 2, the birth of the Scourge. It writes itself. Yep, bug shitting? He does, I remember that now. You put bug parts on your body? What are you? Clockwork immediately. I'll drink to that. No joke, I'd probably pre-order it too. Surprise. Bugs. Angie. Recognize those sounds. Wonder who's winning. They've been fighting for a while. No, you fight that thing, it's fine. It's an even match. Ooh, it's not so even anymore. Evil rocks on fire. Come on, dude, you got him cornered. Oh. That was sad. Hey. Hey, you big, ugly nerd. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, come on now. This is just lame. How about this? Yeah, that'll work. Do not desist, beast. Ow. Eh. Why does everything have to be on fire? That's a good one, Ios. I like that. Let's see. Sure, why not? You have to add the Breath of the Wild one and the one where you screw up the Breath of the Wild one. Mind if I do? These purple vents do. Well, I mean, you're fair. Purple anything means a man has a foot, doesn't it? keep that. I think I'm going to keep that. It's a good sword. Maybe. What the heck is Oliel now? Yeah, we're here. Hmm. Yeah, I remember this quest, I suppose, from way back when. Came in here before. Hi, Iris. Welcome. No. Mm. So you finished saving up, huh, Spicer? Let me use them for whatever you want, Bean. Lurking. I'm imagining a lizard just sort of querulously looking up, like, this is where I came in. Especially not you, right? I hear things. Okay, yeah, I did hear things. Hey, buddy. Yeah? Burning alive and dead. Your bread. Mm-hmm. A plus B equals C. Alright, good choice, Ios. Nice try, nerd. Where are you gonna go? Alright, alright, alright. Do your thing. Do it. Ah, you sneaky little... Memes make the world go round. Give me your turnips. Memes and hard games played in weird and crazy ways. Not a bad pitch. Not a bad pitch at all. I'm going to go ahead and guess that he excludes the, air quotes, obvious thing there. And like, I'll only run. Yeet. That ice witch I killed. Wish there was a throw lit torch option. I have the high ground. Nerd. Give me a jerky. That I like, because that's what draws me a lot to this sort of content. Is being able to see how it sort of actually develops. It's like the difference between watching a very competitive and very good, no doubt, fighting game player, and then actually being taught what they're doing. Sure, you can pick up a few things from just watching them, but even just a basic explanation will help. I know for a fact there's another palladium dude down here. Stone Caves are treating me so far pretty well, Alex. I watched one of the fire elks. Well, technically, I finished off a fire rock. It was already pretty well defeated. Hey, buddy. I'm going over here, okay? Uh-oh. That was a mistake. Hey, I'm going up here still.
Wow.
Wow. There's something really big coming up those steps. Oh, giant. Cool. Okay. Man, I'm getting bad at those for some reason. Hup. Don't care. Still drinking it. Bap! That's a giant, Bendy. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? We'll quit. Ew, they did the gross thing. Excuse me? Ah! Ma'am? Ma'am. Sir? Ma'am? I don't know. Hey. I know. I know it does. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can block lightning. I forgot about that. Mm-mm. I'm still not doing that. Quit it. Ow.
I think we've really hit it big. Something terrible happened here. I can sense it in the air.
I didn't even know you were down here, but okay.
Let's take this back to Monsoon.
Okay. So... And this is where I got my fire axe. Yeah, brains were pretty messed up. Yeah. It's dark. You suck. Excuse me. Yep, pretty much. You know, for a backup, in case the extra big one doesn't work. Actually, I don't want any of those. I kind of want those, but I can't carry them, so oh well. Sit the down. I've not got time for you. Speaking of, you have. Give me that potion. Give me your money. Oh, screw it. I want that money too. No. Kind of wanted those things. I don't have enough space for those things. But that's okay. I still made money. I have plenty of money. Until I don't. It's getting hot in here. Thank you, Thiefy. Look. Good enough. I actually prefer Counter-Strike. From what I know of Flash. Between it and the Discipline counter. Yeah, I feel like if you do need to clear a horde, you have also messed up your approach and outward. The only thing that I've ever had to encounter more than like one or two of. I haven't been to the DLC, but that's good to know. I'm actually really looking forward to the DLC from what you guys have told me. The Wii music and sounds and all that I also are an earworm. I agree. It's a good choice. One of the DLCs is Sirocco, right? I can do Sirocco without starting a new character. Probably. Maybe. So, Alex, we're trying to optimize our time, Alex. Pull the whole dungeon's worth of mobs. Or... you suck. MMO logic. I kind of wanted to build my character as a sort of generalist. Like, I can touch most of the things that I'm going to run into. Like, I can't hard counter something, but I can fight close to anything, I think. At least that's my aim. Utility is important, especially in a game like this. Maybe utility spells where you're a big hero kind of thing aren't too awful useful. But when you're just a dude or a lady, you need those. Oh dear, he's gone. Oh, rip that guy.
Want to buy something?
It's a good one. It's worth it. More.
How can I help you?
I'd like to buy something. Yes. Push. Me too. One of the so this will sound kind of odd, but one of my favorite characters that I've ever played in like a MOBA or something like that is Abathur. Just because I'm not really a direct combat class. I love playing a Necromancer in Diablo 2. I love playing things where maybe the character that I'm playing isn't too awful good, but I'm like a force multiplier. My ideal, yeah, my ideal sort of MOBA character would be one where I could basically take over a lane and play it as a sort of almost like an RTS. But I don't think that could be very easily balanced. But it would be fun. Azure Bean, welcome.
How can I help you?
I'm happy you decided to drop by, friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't have any RTS games in my library right now. At least not entirely. I would like to find one that's good. Hey, welcome back, Odin. Welcome back, friend. Spring Commander's pretty fun. Okay, fire away, Azure. And I'm doing pretty alright, Odin. It's been a pretty good day so far. Not even a little bit to complain about. Barrier is basically the magic equivalent of protection, isn't it? Prop up for magic. How are you doing today, Odin? Be sure to give me those RTS suggestions, Azure. I'm interested. Endless Legend, Endless Space 2, Northgard, and Stellaris. I've played Northgard. I have quite a few hours in Stellaris. I have not played the Endless series. Not a bad way to spend some time, Odin. I haven't played WoW, but MMOs in general are a pretty good one. Sort of comfort games for me. I play 14, Final Fantasy 14. .4x games are... So RTS games sort of take away a lot of the management aspects, I suppose. You're focusing just on the war aspect. In that sense, 4x games are games that contain an RTS. That's a fair comparison, Spicer. What's the newest X pack for World of Warcraft, Odin? What's the newest X pack? Expansion pack? Okay. I had to remind myself. That sounds kind of interesting. I did like WoW for the time that I played it. I only played a little bit of Classic, though, way back in the day. Both have their charms, I believe. I do prefer 14 over WoW, but I absolutely understand why WoW's so good. Why people like WoW so much. It's a good game. Coming in here with the hot takes, Thiefy, I see. That's one of the things that I kind of liked about 14 as well. Like you can be anything. It is a sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice that I understand. Aw, I should have come up earlier. Good job, you guys! Mm-hmm. I did hear they kind of mucked up Sylvanas a little bit, but I don't know enough about her character originally to really say that. Holy crap, how many bandits did this dude kill? 1, those 2 were what was left over here. 2, 3, 4. There's like 7 bandits over here. Better him than me, I guess. I didn't do nothing. That wasn't me. I was sure I found them that way. Seventeen years in any game means you're probably an expert at it, Odin. That's pretty cool, actually. Dedicating that amount of time to anything besides just living is impressive. It's kind of cool. Oh. Yeet! Oh no, I've got an infection. I mean that you've probably got a pretty darn good breadth of knowledge of the game. And Azure, like I said, I heard a little bit about what went on with Sylvanas. I was a fan of how I saw her character evolving a little bit. Because I did read up on the lore of World of Warcraft at one point. Mostly because I was bored, but it was cool to read too. Networking threads are good. Maybe I should do a networking thread at some point. It'd be kind of fun. Again? Oh, crap. No, Thiefy. Put the knife down, Thiefy. I know it's popular to do milestone things, but I don't really know what to do. Like, I'm almost at 100 followers. You guys have any ideas? Pitch them. I have 150-ish on Twitter, maybe like 140. A special version of raid mode for 100 people. Talk about chaos. That'll probably crash. I honestly cannot see that one working well at all. That shrimp will probably win. That shrimp will probably win hard. I can't even imagine the scaling that would take place on that one then. Also, Odin. To be perfectly honest, folks who know a lot about the lore and information and stuff of a game are probably some of my favorite people in video games. Bar none. 5,000 bonus health. I wouldn't say Outward has good lore and story. 14 has good lore and story. Stuff like that, tasty, delicious, nutritious. It feeds me. Almost, big guy. Come on, you can get him. He's probably got like fruits on his back. It'll be good for you. Wow, what a miss though. Oh, hey, I think you got him. No, wait. No. Whoa. Yep, there it went. Well, that was entertaining. I played SWTOR some too. The online one was actually pretty good. I really liked the combat. It was interesting and varied. you actually had to have NPC companions that were pretty cool too. I liked it. The lore behind the Souls games is probably what drug me in the first time as well, Odin. It's got all those interconnected little bits and pieces that sort of tie everything together. Not in a super clear way, but you're kind of there at the end of the story, pretty much. hmm I mean, if you guys want to make discussions like that, I don't mind. That's basically me entertaining you and you guys entertaining me. I'm game. Let me state again, I really like lore. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna bap somebody for having a discussion. That could be fun. I like that idea. Bap 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 bap. See, the reason I haven't done any yes, I will bap you if you pull my ears. Mm-mm. The reason I haven't done like a just chatting or anything like that is because one, I don't really know how to go about it. And I didn't want to bore anybody, basically. hmm
Watch yourself out in the mud. Oh, I'm too old for this. Yes. All right. I trust you wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important.
I mean, to be honest, you guys are a pretty active chat.
There, done. I suggest you and Oliel sit down when you read this.
It could be fun, Azure.
Greetings, friend.
Mm. Talking is fun. I saw that, Twitch. What are you doing? I like to think I'm pretty good at juggling chat and all that too. But if I do
All
miss
right.
anything, feel free to tell me. I feel like you might feel as if you're talking
Is
too
there
much when you
something
do
you
stuff
need?
like that, Alex, but at the same time, sometimes what folks are there for, like, they want to hear you have opinions and talk about your opinions and say the things. Aw, thank you, Azure, for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. It's not that hard to keep up with like this either, and I think I could probably keep up with a faster one, but I do need practice. Aw, thank you too, Bendy, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. That's pretty rad. Sure. There are a couple of VTubers in the chat right now, and I'll answer any question you have, Odin.
You're looking for some of our members who have been having doubts?
Speaking of, hi, Kellington. Welcome. Yeah, good stuff, Bean. Mm. Whew. So, to get started, Odin, no. You do not need a fancy camera or a significant motion sensor. I just got a camera that had a pretty good sensor on it. It's like $50. And I made the model. So one of the things that you'll be able to see when you're hanging around here is I'm always updating my model, and I actually should have a new version come this weekend. I modified the rigging some, yes. But you can do some more advanced things with sensors, Odin. So there is an option that I could get one of the gloves or like a leap motion. I can move my hands and arms and stuff. This right now is tracking my head, and I can do certain things with it. But without refined face tracking, I can only make some fairly subtle expressions, or I can do stuff like that, yeah. Things along those lines. Some small expressions, things that you can modify a little bit. Happy. Things along those lines. It doesn't have a lot of life to it, but I can use them appropriately to sort of display what I'm after. There are some pretty interesting things that you can do with it as well. One of the things that I'm probably going to save up for with some of my stream money here. Yes, it is. The sketch that I have for the oldest sketch I have does have a tail. It's not quite as long as it should be, but I'll explain whenever I get my lore moving through too. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm learning how to make this, so I'll eventually have one that's rigged and even better. Hey, the puppet's based off me, Azure. Not terribly, no. It's not the... You do need some fairly decent computational power, so you have to have a pretty decent CPU for it to actually handle things like OBS, the game, Twitch chat, and the Twitch stream manager, and the webcam and its tracking software. And Fifi is right too. You don't need a actual camera to get started with it. There is one called... I actually have it here. Oop. V-Magic Mirror. It's a free program. It's one of the first ones that I used while I was getting used to it. You can help to make expressions and stuff like that, both with those hotkeys and pre-made animations that you can use. And you can vary your inflection and things along those lines, and the model will move based on some of your inflections. I'm pretty sure I touched on that earlier, but yes, Skeleton, that is a tail. That absolutely is. Oh. Let's see you, buddy. I like your start screen. That's pretty cool. Sort of smoldering, and I like the runes. I agree. I think my mic is pretty good, but I'm also not a too terrible audiophile. I do need to add a noise gate, though I've said that before. Hey, it worked. True, but even if you can understand me, I also want you to be able to hear me well, and tone and inflection and stuff like that are also really important. This is actually just a... This is a SteelSeries headset that I've tweaked a little bit. It's one of the more fancy ones. Right. Mm-hmm. See? I did tweak it a little bit, like I said. But no, this is a headset mic. Flat out. Mm-hmm. Snowball mics are pretty good. I do need to branch out a little bit on my content too. I put most of my VODs on YouTube, but that's not different content. You tried. See, that's my plan too, Azure. But I also need to do things like So the way I had, and the way I considered this is, imagine if you went to a YouTube channel and most of the time it wasn't active. Even if the videos were there, you couldn't watch them. Like for 2 hours a day, the content on that YouTube channel was completely inaccessible. Or for 18 hours a day, more likely. The heck is Olio? I'm not terribly invested in my YouTube one. YouTube is going a little downhill. Speaking of YouTube, though, Thiefy has a pretty good YouTube channel as well. He does video essays, like speculative sequels for Final Fantasy games and stuff along those lines. Make it a redeem, Azure. I'm blind. She was here the entire time. Yeah, the stuff on YouTube that I have isn't really my main focus. It's basically just going to serve as a record. Yeah. I'm dumb.
Well
Sometimes.
met, friend. Excellent.
This is going to be really dark, isn't it? A lot must be stopped. People turn from our teachings, believing the power of mankind over the five winds that have guided us since before the first dawn. They elevate him above his mortal self. This folly must be brought to heel. Only we have the right to guide humanity as the winds decree. I'm so proud of you, Azure. You're almost there. Don't give in. Don't redeem any fun beans. We cannot stop Ilat in the physical realm. He is too strong and too well guarded. The High Priestess has woven a spell that will deal with him from a distance, something he cannot defend against. A divine lesson that no mortal can be greater than the winds that blow within us all. We will force his inside wind to turn against him and put his spirit at war with itself. It will be a scourge against his entire being as his spiritual agony fills him with corruption that will utterly consume him. Right, Alex? To forcibly twist someone's self in such a way will require an incredible amount of mana. We will need to divert the entirety of Abrasar's ley line. That is why Abrasar is dead, huh? Into the focal point of the spell. With the very essence of Aurai fueling the spell, I foresee only his success. He will either die immediately from such corruption, or he will be turned into a mad, monstrous beast that all will rally to destroy. May the wind of fury guide our effort, so that none forget no human should be considered more than mere flesh at the mercy of the winds of Aurai.
I don't understand. The Scourge destroyed so much of Aurai.
You want glowy god limbs that can throw people hard enough to kill? Also, don't listen to Azure, Spicer. Mhm.
Alat, did he cause this calamity on purpose? Did the spell fail? I wish I could just ask him. Yes, I think we should. I think we have enough to question him
Like
about.
he just he encouraged us to do this. Like he specifically said, question everything. Do whatever you want, Fendi Wing. You can hoard it. No, no. Maybe not a whole song. Maybe. I'll think about it. Pfft, good to know, Alex. But don't tell me what the dialogue options are. I will feel it out.
How can I help you? Lend me your ear. I wonder.
I don't want to, Azure. I'm a good person. Like he'd been waiting for us to come here, huh?
I sense great urgency in your hearts. Speak.
He didn't do this the last time, did he?
Alat? What are you? Are you really the man that was struck by that spell?
Ah, so things have finally made clear to me. I knew that the Cabal of Winds tried to kill me. I knew why, but I did not know the method.
Me too, Alex. I guess I can understand why, but I kind of wish they had.
I refused to die. My mind expanded and escaped its mortal shell, and I was turned into what I am now.
Right, Odin? Every region in this game is pretty significantly different. Do you guys want me to read this, by the way? I've been reading everything in Fatal Frame, but I wasn't sure for Outward. It doesn't really bother me. I have plenty to drink. That's alright, Azure. I'll be fine. Okay. All manner of plants of animals were bathed in that corruption, and they became twisted monsters. The scourge beasts, imbued with one single purpose, my death. But I could no longer die, so they rampaged against all life, desperate to accomplish their purpose. If I had known that by surviving their spell I would have unleashed such horror on Aurai, then I would have gladly chosen death. But now, knowing what they did, it helps me to understand why I am what I have become, and why I feel like I am part of Ios, and why I feel like I am a part of Aurai myself.
So, the key to divinity is an unbreakable will in the face of death, fueled by an incredible source of mana. I wonder...
Ba 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 ba.
We should try not to let this knowledge spread too far too quickly.
It would rock the very foundations of Aurai. Knowledge this dangerous should be revealed very carefully. That's true. And thank you, Bean, and Ios, and Azure.
I understand. I'm sorry I doubted you, Alat.
I shouldn't have questioned your motives. But at the same time... Yep. Mugo. Alright, Azure. Enjoy your game.
Do not be sorry. Only from doubt and questions can we learn.
And only from learning can we reach understanding. Thank you for unearthing this truth. No, there is something you must put to rest, Oliel. Oh no.
I require your aid.
The priests with whom you shared your doubts are gathering in a lotus in the swamp. Soren seeks them. I sense danger. You should hurry to find them. Help them to understand as you have. Okay. I can only really think of one lotus that would fit that.
I'll find them, Alat. I'll set them straight again.
At least one that I can get to with any reliability. That's interesting in that, so Elot the god, he's just the spirit of Elot, and his body was still around, and it died, but the remains of his body are what the Scourge is. That was some tasty lore. I like that. I kind of want Oliel's sword. It's glowy and cool. I can get the... I saw it was the wolf sword, but hers is a glowing variant. I'm assuming I can just get it from one of the peeps. Like it'll be a purchasable item at some point. I think that one's too small. Bet it's that one. Heck. Don't tell me, Spicer. Nope. Tell me. It's a cool sword. Also, what are you saving for, by the way? Clockwork. What you gonna use your beans for? Do I have resistance to decay? Nope. Well. Yeah. I don't see a way in that. Hey, Spicer, you should take a drink. You're coughing so much there. Check the big one first. Wait a second. Ugh. My chat hadn't updated. I'm sorry. Let's see here, Spicer. I mean, it's kind of possible, Alex. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Oh, the years start coming and they don't stop 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 coming. There you go. I hope that was worth the 2,500 beans, Spicer. I did. I really did, Bean. I tried hard. Like, it hurt. I, I know the song. I feel it in my brain box. Brand, of course, Clockwork. This is gonna be good. I forgot I can't save.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Another one. Are you gathering an army to put us down before we spread this heresy any further?
There's 3 of us.
Then start talking.
Why the Iron Claymore in particular, Clockwork? Okay, world needs to know about us a lot in connection to the Scourge. We think it may have caused it himself. Why else would they originate from the same place he was traveling? The Scourge spell was designed by Allot's enemies specifically to only kill him. By refusing to die, he became living thought, and the Scourge burst from him. The Scourge is a play that corrupts Aurai itself. He was just in the wrong place. That's plainly the wrong answer. The Cabal of Winds saw Allot as a threat and tried to kill him. In doing so, they unleashed the Scourge. Number 2 is a crap answer. Number 3 still paints him as the source of the source of the Scourge, rather than basically an unwilling party to it. So, 1.
You believe the tribes would go that far? Actually, I do believe they might.
Fear of change spurs us to do terrible things, but even so, you're saying that Allot's refusal to be killed by the Scourge spell is what unleashed them.
Then why? Why would he protect himself at the expense of everyone else?
Why would he unleash the Scourge upon us all? If you were attacked with a spell designed to kill you, wouldn't you fight back? Yeah, that's fair. Remember, Allot was human. He still thinks a lot like one. Humans make mistakes. We act on instinct when we're in danger. That's true. How was he supposed to know that by resisting, it would blow up half the region? Have you ever heard of a spell with that kind of power? Also true. Not number 1. It's too general. Moogle sound. He is a human.
Weak or strong, in our most desperate moments, instinct controls us.
It's true. He was still human whenever he did this.
And what about the vigils?
I used to believe they were necessary cruelty, but if a lot and the Scourge are connected like this, why can't he just drive the beasts away? The only connection that remains is their desire to kill him. Forcing them to flee by using the vigils is the only thing he can do. Untrue, so that's not a good one. I'm sorry, Bean. 2. He may be a god, but his powers are not unlimited. He said that himself. That's true. He can only have 2 champions. The vigils are a temporary fix until he finds a permanent way to end the Scourge. Also very evident in the fact that he has the champions and the missionaries and all that out and about. 3. Self-improvement and discipline. We need to overcome the Scourge themselves, or we depend on them for everything. That is his teaching. That is his teaching, but he is not willingly doing that. He didn't even know about the Cabal spell in the first place. He just knew that his flesh was the source of the Scourge. Number 1 is worthless. That's a terrible one. It's between number 2 and number 3. The vigils are indeed a temporary fix. Everybody knows that because one of the first initiations that they bring in on one of the first things they bring in on the initiation for the Holy March, what are we called again? Thank you, Bean. So one of the first things you're introduced to is the fact that the vigils are actually a temporary fix. It's something that he's doing to give himself time to figure out how to get rid of the Scourge. We know for a fact that his powers are not unlimited, and he can only make 2 champions. If he can only make 2 champions, and those champions can be killed by corruption as well. We know Zephyrian was able to be killed. We know that he couldn't deal with the Scourge in single combat. He couldn't swing on the same level as all of the Scourge. He would be able to take out a devastating amount of them, but not enough to end the threat. And if a lot is killed, it's highly likely that humans will not survive. The Vigil Towers are a temporary patch. We already know that Immaculate and Scourge can approach the towers. While number 3 is actually his teachings, number 3 is his teachings. So he preaches self-improvement and discipline. But he also is an active and living God. He doesn't want to leave everybody to themselves. He made champions to try and use his power to assist all of his people. He wouldn't make champions if he didn't want to share that load a little bit. Number 2.
His powers are limited? I can believe that. I'm willing to rethink my stance.
What, Spicer? Did I screw up or something? Okay. Ping. Why is it a problem that I did it perfectly, Spicer? Victory! Did you lose a bet or something, Spicer?
Excellent.
Wait, so one of the awards for not convincing them is her sword?
I'm going to stay with the Holy Mission. This revelation doesn't change anything. I'm grateful.
Oh, that guy's gone.
We're done here.
I'm taking this. Just keep your poop flower. Whatever. I got a skill for talking to Oliel in there, too. Sweet. That's neat. Yes, indeed, Bean. So, you guys seem to like that part, huh? Huh. Alright. Gross. That's her job, Bendy. She's the bolt ferryman. It's an important job. Is the armor set that candle stuff those one dudes are wearing? Because that's lame.
All right? Listen. I wonder.
Like, man, I don't know if I want to talk to people or if I want to murder things.
Well done.
Word of your deeds has reached me, missionary. A lesser person would resolve that ideological conflict with force. You, however, use your heart and logic and succeeded.
You have done a great deal of good. As Elat commands, we elevate you. From now on, you will report to me.
Welcome, champion.
We went from the base rank to max rank. We got power leveled.
I see no reason for you to waste your time as a Templar when the rank of champion suits you better.
Wait, can't the Light only have 2 champions?
Your grasp of the 3 pillars is strong. Go forth, champion. Aurai has need of you.
Yee. Okay. Where's that? Ah, man. What a disappointment, though. It's an okay set, Spicer. It is okay. Not my cup of tea. I will maybe wear those boots, though. No, wait, the boots are slightly different color, and it's already bothering me.
How can I help you?
The runic helmet is awful. Why are you calling me a fool? Don't be mean. Rude. Now, how's that? Because I kind of want to know. By the way. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to do Oh man, if you were dumb like me, you'd get a cool glowing sword. But I didn't want to murder those 3 people, Clockwork.
I wonder. Not on my watch.
We will have peace again.
Is there something you need?
The suspense is killing you. I'm a smart bean. Sometimes, not all the time. Lots of times, not all the time. Okay, okay. That sparks joy. That I like it a lot. It's a cool one. But also, hiding such a cool weapon behind a failure. So you literally had to guff that up as hard as possible to get Oliel's weapon. Next session, I think we're going to go dungeon diving. I kind of wish that you could, like, maybe if you didn't want to get it from her, you could just, like, put a wolf sword in a legacy chest. Because it is a wolf sword, right? The one that we saw in the smuggler's inventory had a similar hilt, though I didn't buy one. Aren't you vulnerable to poison, dude? It's a damn shame. Uh-oh. Regret. 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 There we go. What? What a rotten way to die. I didn't die. We're fine. I heard that thing hit the ground over the corner. Oh, that was so sad. I just sit here bandaging myself and just very lightly just hear. Oh. Yep, he's dead as hell. Alright, Bendy. Enough of all this jabbering. Time to crawl down these here caves and find my uwoos. That one deserves. That's a good one, Bendy. Come here. Eh. Yeah. You little crap. We've had 2 Auri says today. That's a pretty good one. I think that probably wasn't a mistake to add so far. I can't promise I'll be able to do 2 Awful Willow, the singing one, but I'll try. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get to the dungeon that I'm planning on hitting tomorrow, and then I'll probably call it for the night. Mushrooms. That one. What I'm planning on doing is probably hitting the cigarette if I don't get enough stuff, or if I want to, I'm also going to hit the quarry. Good to know. Eh. Bap. Good to know, Spicer. I'm guessing it's a fairly deep dungeon then. That doesn't bode well. When you say big thing, do you mean boss monster? I kind of figured that would happen. That's good. It's fun to be excited about things. Take out the doorkeeper. Ow. If it's fun, it's fun. That's all that matters. Kapow! I'm gonna assume this is a dungeon. So we're gonna peek up here. Yeah. I hear 2 sets of footsteps. You're not aggro yet, you're not aggro yet. Okay. Kill the other one, and we'll make camp. Weehoo! Ow. Two entrances, then the top. Okay. No wood, huh? Wood? Oh. Wood? Give me wood. I just need wood for a fire. Why you do this to me? Heck it. Plant tents. Mm-mm. Did indeed not give the woods. Very sad. No fire from me, I guess. Okay. Alright. I believe that is it, my beans. We're gonna go into whatever the heck this gigantic structure is tomorrow. Probably not gonna die. It'll be great. Maybe I'll get smacked a couple times. It'll be fun either way. I appreciate you all coming and visiting me, staying and watching me play a video game. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you showing up too. And I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you all have a wonderful, good rest of your night, okay? Kapow! Please get some rest. We will probably take a vote tomorrow, Spicer, and I may play more than one game tomorrow too. Since it's Friday, I should have some more time than normal. Everybody get some sleep. It means you too, Clockwork. Hey, our DS2 will be one of the votes for it. We won't vote for Fatal Frame. You gotta sleep. It's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. You cannot sleep on Friday. Now you have to go to sleep. Go to bed. Go to bed. That means you, Clockwork. Go to bed. Good night, everybody. Nope, it's not real Friday. Everybody go to sleep. Have a good day. Or stay up. Do things that you want to do. I love you all. Bye.